Hey guys, you're watching the one and only, my name is AJ, and welcome to a little bit of a progress game update for Pearl Island and the Saber Rebellion. If you have no idea what this is, then you must have missed last month's vlog, which is where I sort of announced it and first talked about it, so I recommend going and checking that out first, but then coming back to this video, because I'm going to show you, on this video, the changes that I've made, and some of the things that I've implemented, thanks to your suggestions that you've sent through. There is still time, obviously, to send through more quest ideas through either the Twitter, which is on screen, at Pearl Island RPG, or the email, which is actually underneath me. It will be in the description below, but it's just pearlislandrpg@gmail.com. It's not that hard to get wrong. So yeah, write it down. It'll be in the description. You can send through your quest ideas through either the email or the Twitter. And if you're not already, then I recommend following me on the Twitter, because I actually tweet out on there daily, pretty much. And on my actual Z1 and Only Gaming Twitter, I hardly ever tweet out at all. So if you want to be, if you want to see me being a little bit more active on Twitter, then I recommend going and following that one. I post screenshots and ideas and ask for opinions and stuff like that on there, and you can really become part of the game by interacting with the game on the Twitter platform. But anyway, even if you just got like a tiny little idea, like just a start of a quest, email it to me. I'll still credit you. I'll still say thank you, and you'll still be in the credits. If those ideas spawn inspiration for me to make some cool quests, then that's absolutely great. So let's just jump straight into it. We're in a place called Honeyville here, a sort of somewhat friendly town. There's some bees about. We've got the big old honey tree here. These bees will attack you if you attack them, but they're passive creatures for the most part. Like real bees, I suppose. Real bees are usually pretty laid back until you wind them up, and then they'll come after you. So I've got some notes here that I want to go through on my bug checking piece of paper. As you can see, there's a lot of marks that have been checked off, bugs that have been fixed, but there's still a lot more to fix. I want to go through some of the things that have changed since the last video. The first one was actually the title screen. If I just go, well, I don't need to go back there, but if I go back there very quickly, you guys will be able to see that last video I had a very plain blank map as the background. I said in that video that I liked it, but I was probably going to change it because I wanted something a little bit better. And this is what I came up with. Hold on, I have to cough. Whew, that feels a little bit better. If you haven't been watching my videos recently, then you won't know that I have a cold, which is making me cough quite a lot. And you guys don't want to hear that, so I try and cut it out of my videos. But yeah, the title screen has changed. We've now got a nice little animated background of your character being followed by a dog. What's all that about? Why is he being followed by a dog? Well, that was a suggestion sent through by a subscriber, or by a viewer, or whoever, through, I think, the comments section. If people had it, they were saying companions or pets. So I added some. There's actually 13 total in the game. I actually have all the spells with me. I'll show you that in a moment. The first thing, though, is this menu, if you like, the window skin. Last video, do you remember that when I paused the game like this, the box itself was just black, and the menu was a black screen with white text on it? And I got a few comments, and they were correct. They said, AJ, I like the game, I like what you're doing with it, but I don't like the menu screen. It was really unimmersive when you paused the game and it was just a black screen. So I've changed it out to this parchment map material. You know, you can almost feel the texture. Can't, like, if you go behind me, you can almost feel it and know what it sort of feels like. I really like the texture there. It still keeps in with the theme of the game, but it keeps the color there, keeps you immersed. Also, while we're on this screen, I have changed this one. Charisma. That used to be dexterity. I wasn't really using dexterity for anything, so I decided to change it to charisma. And it's really cool because I've actually been able to implement in a Fallout style system where you can only get certain rewards, or you can only say certain things depending on your charisma level. Your charisma level can vary depending on your level. I'm level 17. I've cheated my way to level 17. It's my game. I can do what I like. I can cheat in whatever weapons I want if I like to. I ain't telling you guys how to do that, though. Or you can't. You won't be able to do it. But anyway, your charisma level will vary depending on your level. The higher level you are, the higher your natural charisma level is, but it can also be enhanced by the clothes that you're wearing. If we look at my armor here, do I have anything? Oh, there we go. My chainmail chest is low level armor, but it does give me +5 agility. And my ring of strength gives me +15 strength. That's actually a pretty good ring. I recommend when this game comes out, you get that. By the way, have I mentioned that so far? This game is hopefully, if you don't know this game at all, I'm hoping to get it out for Christmas, and it's going to be free. And only you guys are going to be able to get it. It won't be on Steam. It won't be on any websites or anything like that. It's just going to be here on the channel. There'll be a download link for it, and you guys can play with it and just enjoy it. And don't take it too seriously. Just have fun with it. But yeah, free, hopefully in time for Christmas. So far, I keep saying we. It's just me making it. I have no team. I am hopefully going to hit the goal of Christmas, but it's going to be pretty tight. But I'm working really hard. Just working while having a cold can be a little bit tricky. But yeah, going back to the charisma thing. So there might be a quest, and at the end of the quest, there might be 3 options. And the first option doesn't require you to have any charisma level. You'll just take a reward of, let's say, 100 gold. But if you've got a charisma level of, let's say, 60, you might be able to get an extra 200 gold out of him. But if you don't have that charisma level, that option isn't available to you. Or if you've got a charisma level of 70, you might be able to get more gold as your reward. But again, if you don't have that charisma level, you won't be able to get it. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I like that aspect of balancing the clothes that you're wearing to benefit, you know, not just protection, but also quest value, things like that. Very, very cool. What's the next thing? I'm going to have a wander around here. People with a yellow glow around them are quest people. I can talk to her and I can get a quest. I'm not going to do any quests or really show you. I keep trying not to show you too much of the world because I don't want to give too much away. What's the next thing, though? I've shown you that. I've shown you that. Oh, yes. Autosave feature. I have added in an autosave feature here under the save. Look, they've got autosave. I cannot save over that. I can save over this spot without a problem, but I can't save over the autosave. That will automatically save every time you enter a new area. So if I go through here, for example, that will now autosave me to this location. If I go back, it'll autosave me here. Now you might think, well, that's not that useful. But you've got to remember that if I'm in this area, and let's say I talked to the lady that had the quest over here, and she had a bug, and it bugged out for some reason, instead of having to start your game again or resave a game that you saved ages ago, you know, reload a game you saved ages ago, you can just load the autosave, and it'll load you in this map, and you can either avoid the bug, report it to me, or do something to fix the bug, you know, not do it in that way. I think my game is pretty bug-free, but it never really is it? You guys, people playing the game always find different bugs to the people developing the game, and they always do things that the developer doesn't expect them to do, so I'm sure you'll find some bugs, but that's why I have the Twitter and email for you guys to send through all the bugs when the game does come out, and I can fix them all. I'll be back. I just had to die of a coughing fit, that's all, but I'm fine, I'm fine. Also, don't trust the autosave feature, just while we're still on that subject. It will always save every time you go through into a different area, but don't use it as your save. Please save manually into your slots, because let's say there's a bug that started when you entered the area, the autosave isn't going to fix that. I just put the autosave feature in there to try and hopefully prevent anybody from losing too much progress. I hate it when you lose progress in a game and it wasn't really your fault. Who said it has? What's the next one on the list? Oh yeah, next one on the list is something that you guys have probably already noticed. And it's that the enemies now have a health bar above their head. If I attack this bee here, I missed like 4 times in a row. There we go. We actually have a health bar above him now, so you can tell how hard an enemy is, how close an enemy is to dying. Oh, he dropped some honey. Honey. That was something that was suggested by you guys in the comments section, actually, of the first video. You said, you know, how do we know how close you are to killing the enemy? There's no health bar. And I was like, Some games have health bars, some games don't, but there was enough of you that said that wanted a health bar that we've added one in. So every killable thing in the game, not just enemies, but bigger monsters, people, things like that, even squirrels. I think there's some squirrels up here. Squirrels and bunnies, they've even got health bars as well. I can't pick it up. Bug that needs to be fixed. Can't pick up that meat. Anyway, what's the next one on the list? Pets. Yes. On my pets here, I've actually got pretty much every spell in the game here. But yeah, we've got a load of different animals that we can spawn as pets. So we've got pet cat, dog, goat, pig, sheep, tiger, dragon, bee, bear, lion, duck, panda, and a fairy as well. Now these can either be purchased from places that sell the animals, like pet stores. I'm probably going to call them. They're not in the game yet, but they're probably going to be called pet stores. And you'll be able to purchase these, but you can also get some of them at least through quests. And if you do the quest as a reward, you get the pet. So let's do, I don't know, seeing as though we're in this sort of area, I think a bear would be quite funny. We should spawn in a bear, and this bear will follow us around, and he'll happily follow us without harming anything if nothing's hostile towards us. And he'll stay alive for 30 seconds, and then he'll dissolve and fade away. There might be some stuff down here that can attack. Let's see if we can find something to attack. There must be some wolves down here. Yeah, some wolves. Go on, bear. Go and get him. Oh, look at him. So, some animals are strong. He got 2 critical hits then. Did you see that? 2 critical hits. The rainbow numbers, when they're all rainbowy, that means you got a critical hit on it. So, yeah, he's actually messing them up. Oh, did he go? Oh, let's get him. There we go. We'll spawn him in again. Now, they only last 30 seconds, and then they disappear, just to try and keep it, like, not quite as overpowering. Some animals are stronger than others. The bear is actually quite a strong pet to have, or companion to have. And he starts off at level 1, just like you would at the beginning of the game. But the more you use him, the more he'll level up, which means the stronger he'll get, and the more health that he'll have, so he'll die less often, and he'll be able to deal more damage to enemies. He also works really well as distraction. If there's a lot of enemies around you and you're getting bombarded by a bunch of different things, then you might be able to just spawn in a pet, just to be able to take some of the damage away from you. Hang on. Oh, little visual glitch there. If you guys didn't see it, then I'm not going to point it out. I shall fix that after this video. Just saw that one little tiny little visual glitch. I doubt any of you will be able to pick it up. What's the next thing though? I've mentioned about the health bars. Yes, missions. Last month, I said that I had completed the entire storyline so far. Oh yeah, these enemies are cool. Look, these actually fire like little shots of water at you. And then these ones, they just like attack you and hurt you. But these ones fire big old water balls at you. Pow! I'm not gonna die, hopefully. Get out of here! Get out of here! I just like playing around on it. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I saying? Guilds, yes. So on the last video, I said that I'd completed the main storyline. Not only is the main storyline completed now, but the Mages Guild is now completed, as well as the Fighters Guild. So there's now a fully functioning Mages and Fighters Guild, both of which have different routes sort of through the game, especially towards the end. There's a lot of side quests in the game that as well that have different rewards depending on what you do, different decisions that you make, and people will think of you differently depending on which one that you do. But the Mages and Fighters Guild, there's some very big decisions that you can make through both of those guilds. Also, caves. There's 3 main caves in the game. Is there one near here? Yeah, there is one. There's just one to the left of me, in fact. If I run through here. There's 3 caves in the game. Now, these caves are for the more hardcore players of the game. The main storyline itself is actually quite easy, somewhat easy. It's nothing too difficult. It's a fairly easy. That's actually part of a quest, that little fairy. Look at him go. Or her go. Him or her. I don't know. Fairly easy. And some of the side quests are easy. Obviously, there's some harder side quests as well to try and balance it out. These caves, these are boss caves. White Wisp Cave. Learn more about caves. And I'll teach you all about it. These enemies, basically, inside these caves, these 3 caves that you can find in the island are very, very difficult. Way overpowered enemies, deliberately overpowered enemies, only for the best of the best players. I have done them, so I know that they are possible, but I had very overpowered gear, and I haven't actually played through it legitly and beaten all the caves yet. It's like more endgame stuff. I will be very surprised if you beat any of these caves before completing the main storyline, because you need to level up, you need to get your health bars, your health and your magic up quite a bit just to be able to cope with it, and you need some really good armor. Talking about health, you can actually see my health regenerating. That's something that we didn't have in the last video. There was no health regenerate. Hold on. I hate having a cold. It's the worst thing in the world. There was no health regeneration last time on the last video. If you got hurt, you just had to take a potion of healing. Obviously, there still is potions of healing in the game, but I wanted something that could just regenerate over time. As you saw, it wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow, it just slowly ticked up your health. And it's the same with the magic as well. If I spawn in, well, I don't need to spawn in. Let's try a different spell. There's a few different spells that we can do here. Oh, even I could just heal myself. There we go. Heal. There's minor heal, heal, and greater heal. If I get hit, hit me. Hit me! Ow, there we go. Oh no, I cast the bear. I didn't actually... Hotkey. 2. Hotkey. There we go. 1. Perfect. Shoom! And I can heal again. Really cool thing is, if you like what I just done there, is if I spawn my my pet in, he'll actually still go about and do his own thing, while I can cast other spells. So I can, for example, get a magic spell. Let's have a sheep, and we'll have, I don't know, a fireball or something like that. Where's fireball? There we go, fireball. So we can spawn in our sheep, he'll go off and attack some stuff, while meanwhile I can fireball some enemies. So we've got magic, we've got swords, battle axes, hammers, knives, as well as bows and things like that, javelins. Oh yeah, and there is some Easter egg items in the game as well. A lot of these were actually sent through by you guys through Twitter mostly. Jokey weapons. My favourite being the bubble gun. I don't actually have it on me, but there's an Easter egg weapon in the game called the bubble gun, and it's literally a gun that shoots very slow bubbles that sort of wobble as they go across the screen. They're super slow, but what's really cool, and it's very weak, but what's really cool is that you can just keep shooting it and get like a long line of bubbles, and then try and get an enemy to walk into it, and he'll go pop, 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 and blow like all the bubbles up and get quite hurt. It's very weak. It's just a fun thing. I like having like fun little Easter egg weapons in the game. So yeah, that was one sent through Twitter. What else have we got on the note page? Talking about caves. Oh yeah, animal types. You know how in Pokemon you've got fire types, water types, grass types, things like that. This game, I've now implemented a sort of similar thing, but we've got like a aquatic type, snake type, goblin type. For example, I've got how there's goblins here. These things can be quite dangerous. These are lower level goblins here, fortunately. What else? Beast types and stuff like that. Now that might not seem that important to some of you, but it's actually really cool because it gives us the ability, or gives me the ability, to program weapons into the game that, oh, we've got an archer enemy. Look, he'll fire arrows at us. Dodge him. Dodge him. Oh, I missed it. He hit me with it. These drop gold as well, which is really useful. So yeah, I can program in weapons that are strong against certain enemies, but very weak against others. For example, I've got a quest in the game where you have to find a sailor's body that died while on the boat. So he's a ghost, and you had to find his body so he could move on and be free, be laid to rest. And as a reward, you get a ghost blade weapon, and this ghost blade weapon does bonus damage, does like basically another 70% more damage to undead enemies, which is another category of enemy that we have here. Skeletons, ghosts, zombies, those kind of sort of enemies, and actually do bonus damage to it. they'll still affect other animals or other creatures, but they just do bonus damage to those. I could make the Ghost Blade only work against undead enemies, but then it makes it a little bit useless, really. You're not going to carry around a weapon just in case you come across a ghost. So I like the fact that we've got... what's happened to that goblin? He just walked through the wall? Are you kidding me? Hey, so can I. Right there, look. I can fix that. They're the sort of bugs that I don't hardly ever see. I need to fix that soon. I wonder if I can... Is it the vines then? Ah, it's the vines. I need to fix the vines. Look. Sorted. What else then? So yeah, enemy types gives us... I can also have like armor. So I can have... For an example's sake, let's say I've got waterproof jacket. And then that armor is then strong against aquatic or water creatures, so when they attack you, it doesn't do as much damage because you're waterproof. So yeah, it's a really cool touch. Not really that important to some people, but it gives a lot of options and creative ability for me to be able to put in some really cool and unique weapons, legendary weapons into the game. And what else have we got? That's the last one. Oh yeah, no, that is it. That's all that I've got ready to talk about. I don't really... Oh, achievement room. I can show you the achievement room. I can hotkey the achievement book. And I can teleport to the achievement room. And this is the achievement room. Now, you'll see down below here, a lot of these achievements are the same sprite. That's because I don't have these quests completed yet. But all of the icons, all of the dark icons that you can see here that are different are actually completed quests and are ready to go. At the moment, I am just adding a bunch of different side quests, some of which were ones that you have sent in through either the Twitter or the email address. At the top here, we've got the main storyline. We've got 9 achievements for the main storyline. On this side, we've got the Mages Guild achievements. On the right, we've got the Fighters Guild achievements. All of these are all side quest achievements. And then at the bottom, we have the Boss Cave achievements. 1 achievement for each boss cave. And when you get the achievements, these actually light up. If you don't know where the achievement is, you can go over to it and you can interact with it, and it'll tell you that you can find this quest in Dead Man's Ridge, or this quest in Palo Pinto. And when you unlock it, it goes to colour, and you can see like what it is, and it'll tell you what the achievement was that had been unlocked. So yeah, it's really cool. And then we can leave, and it'll stick us back to exactly where we were. So I can actually go to my achievement room whenever I like at any point of the game. So I can go right here, and I can just teleport away, and then I can teleport back and be exactly where I was before. So you can teleport at any time. However, I did think about it. You cannot cheat. You could, until I figured out that you could cheat. If I get hit by an enemy, and let's say I was... Oh no, there is something about the health that I want to show you. Let's say that I was close to dying. If these enemies will hit me... Oh, I'll tell you why they're missing a lot. It's because of my amazing armor. Oh, I got a goblin dagger, did I? I'd never got one of those. It's a rare drop from... Or a fairly rare drop from goblins. I've never actually got one legit in my game before. How funny is that? Let's let him hit us. So can you see how my health is regenerating here slowly? Now there was not a bug but an oversight in the game that I could actually... Just hit me, will you? I might be just so high level for these enemies. These are really like basic low end enemies. There's a little balancing to be done. Okay, so I'm hurt enough. And let's say I teleported away to my achievement room. I could teleport until recently to the achievement room and just wait for my health to regenerate. It was cheating, but it's now been removed. As you can see, while I'm in the achievement room, your health does not regenerate, and nor do your special points, the SP points. They do not regenerate either. You have to go back into the actual world for it to start regenerating again. That was in there for quite a while until I realized that was there. I think what I'll do is we'll try and just to finish off the video here. I want to show you the last thing that I've got about the health. And that's that I was playing a playthrough of this game. I was just checking, looking for bugs, making sure that things were fairly well balanced for the time, for the amount of the game that I had done so far, making sure that there wasn't something unfair, way too difficult, you know, unfairly difficult. And I died multiple times, but one time I died, I had no idea how close I was to dying. These enemies are actually really powerful. And I didn't realise I wasn't looking at my health in the top left-hand corner there. So I've implemented this thing that now, if I get below 20% health, which is pretty close now, there we go, run away. We get a sound flash, and we get the screen flash red, telling us that we're low on health. And this will flash red for as long as we're below, I think, either 15 or 20% health. I can't remember exactly what number I put it on. But we can stop this by, I should probably just hotkey, a healing potion. Greater heal. There we go. And it stops as soon as we get above it again. Shum, shum, shum. I probably need to make that spell more expensive. That was like really cheap for me healing like all the way. I need to make that spell more expensive. They're the kind of balancing issues that I've still got to do. I just haven't played the game enough to really figure out what is underpowered and what is too overpowered. That's going to be your job when the game comes out for my bug fixes, my testers to be able to do for me. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, then let me know in either the comment section below or the Twitter page or the email address. Same as if you've got any questions, you can send them to either one of them. I prefer if you send it to the email address, as I can find it a lot easier than having to scroll through a bunch of different comments. And yeah, I can't wait to release it to you guys. I really can't wait. Hopefully it will be done in time for Christmas. And I don't want to talk about any more quests or anything. I don't want to give any more away. We shall see you guys in the next video.